welcome back to Beast Family Adventures YouTube channel. Today, we're messing with the Predator. So today, I wanted to, I see a bunch of videos on YouTube about, there's some people on there that are trying to test the output of the Predator 3500, which, if you guys have noticed in some of our videos, is the generator that we use for our overland camping or for our camping trailer, the Beast Den. So I've seen some people, and I mean, some of these videos, they're actually showing that they're pretty underrated. Now this, at least from what I know, and I am no expert in any of this, it's 3,500 watts, so I'm assuming that it's a surge up to 3,500, or it could be a 3,500 consistent with a higher surge. I do have a another generator I use for my house. It is a 7,000 watt running and 8,750 starting watts. So if no one knows what that means, is it usually, you'll see that into refrigerators and AC units, is when the compressor kicks on, kicks off. There's an initial surge that it needs of power, and then kind of dips down and levels off. So that's what those two numbers really represent. So I have the 7,000 watt Black Max I got from Sam's Club. It's when we had a hurricane blow through here. It was kind of a last minute. It was about $1,000. Has a Honda engine. It's loud as shit. So I'm not. It does what I bought it for. $1,000 for that much power. It is what it is. I do eventually want to upgrade it to the new Predator 9500. A little bit more power and super quiet, but you know, with Biden inflation, it's all about money. We're more concerned about other things at this time. So anyway, today I am doing more of the unconventional kind of test. I want to see how much of our 2,200 square foot house we could power with our 3,500 Predator inverter generator. So obviously, I mean, it's unrealistic to think we're going to power everything like AC or central air and the water heater. But we do have a deep freezer in the garage, a regular kitchen kind of refrigerator also in the garage. Obviously, we have one in the kitchen itself. We do have a smaller fridge out on our lanai for the pool, which, if you guys know me, that's where I keep the brewskis. We do have a kegerator out there. That's and they're all being powered right now. It's not like they're just sitting around doing nothing. So we do kind of have a lot of compressors kicking on and kicking off. So I'm really interested to see how the 3,500 will handle all that. I have my breaker box right here. So we'll slowly, I'll turn off the main breaker and then I'll switch everything off and connect the generator to our Generalink system. It's from our local power company offers this system that you can attach to your meter, where you can actually connect a generator to it and power your home, or at least I have the 30 amp one. They do offer a 50 amp. I have the 30 amp. So, I mean, you guys know we are kind of limited to how much we can really do. But we're going to see, we are going to test to see how much we can power with this small ass generator. So yeah, let's get started. Here is my breaker panel. So we are gonna flip off the main first. Oof, a little tough, 200 amp. And then we are gonna go through everything here and turn them all off. Off. The pool light, the laundry room, dishwasher, water heater, dryer, AC, oven range, air handler, and I don't even know what the hell that says. So everything is turned off. The main is still turned off. Let's go outside and hook up that generator. So here is our Generalink. Here is our meter. Obviously, you could tell it's a nice digital meter. And usually this would be up against the panel right here, but this is the Generalink right here. And the power company are LCEC, Lee County Electric Co-op. They, all you need to do is contact them, set up a schedule, and they'll come out and install this for you. Obviously for a price. I think this was several $100s, maybe like 500, 600 bucks, something like that. They do offer a 50 amp for a couple $100 more. That's what the thing is, Generalink. And then you could go under here, and here is where our connector is. Obviously you can see, this will tell you when the power or the grid is back on. Alternate source, that would be the generator. It'll let you know when the generator is connected up. When you're kind of maxing out the 30 amp, this is the 30 amp system, and then it'll tell you when you have a fault. So it's a pretty neat system, pretty affordable. I don't really have this thing on, so I should be able to show you what, let's pull this off. Come on, get off here. So I'll put this back so I don't lose it. Try to do this with one hand. So anyway, they give you a cord, so it comes with this installed for like the 700 bucks. It comes this installed, and then they give you a, I believe it's like a 25-foot cord that plugs into this, into a 30 amp connector. Obviously, this is only a 20 amp, so we have the 30 amp adapter. So this is why we're here. We're gonna see how much that this thing could actually pull out. Now, I checked the compatibility chart that Generalink has, and it actually says that this generator is not compatible, but it makes a note that says it's just too small. So I'm assuming that it's because it's a 20 amp. Actually, what's in the generator, what's attached to the generator, is a 20 amp plug, a 3-prong 20 amp plug, and you have to have an adapter to give you that 30 amp capability. But I really don't see there being much of an issue just because it's on the smaller side. That just means you could run less. I really don't foresee an issue coming up about anything else like an explosion or anything like that. I just think it's that they just don't suggest a small generator like this for a house. So, but this is what your boy does for you. We're gonna test this shit out. So, leave it up to me to not do my own research, but I guess this is it is what it is. I did not realize that this is a 30 amp 3-prong, and what comes with the generator or with Generalink system is a 30 amp 4-prong. So to test the Predator, I'm gonna need to get another cable. So I'm gonna look into ordering some of that, ordering one of those so I could do this test for you guys. But in the meantime, hurricane season's coming up on us in Florida. So what a perfect time, since I'm all set up, is to test a bigger generator. It's 7,100 watts, 8,750 starting. Let's see how much we could get out of that one. So let me get that one out here and I'll show it to you guys, and let's do that one. We'll save this for another day. So this is the Black Max, powered by a Honda engine. You can find these at Sam's Club. That's where we got this one for just it's like $9.99, so it's about $1,000. So right now, with how much shit costs, it's probably gonna be more than that. But I got this last minute when we had a hurricane. I only had it, I think I picked it up like a couple weeks before the or a week before the hurricane was supposed to come, and it powered our older house. Haven't really had to use it on our new house that we've been living here for about 4 years. So this is a little older. It is a little outdated. The new one has a little bit more features, including Bluetooth or Wi-Fi. So, I mean, this one, if you do choose to buy this one, it's not going to look exactly like this, but you'll get the gist of it. So, obviously, you can see here we have the 4-prong 30 amp plug right here, and we have a bunch of just regular 120 20 amp plugs right here. So like just a regular wall outlet. So this one does have a starter, has a pull start, but it also has electric start. But this doesn't have auto choke like the Predator does. You actually have to pull it from here. You pull it out and gotta turn the fuel on. This thing seems to be leaking lately, but I never let this thing sit for a long period of time with the fuel on. I don't want to clog up the carburetor because I get a little lazy and I don't clean these or start these as much as I probably am supposed to. So let me connect this up. When I have this running, you're definitely not going to be able to hear me. This thing is super loud. See, I could even, this thing's already leaking. I can already start smelling fuel. Yeah, it's already starting to leak here. But, oh yeah. So, I probably need to replace the fuel cut, but let me get this hooked up and fired up, and we'll start flipping stuff on. Let's see how much the 7,000 watt run watt generator could power. All right, so you can probably hear, hopefully you can hear me, but you can hear that generator is insanely more loud than the 3500. Yeah, it's about twice the output, but I think the 9500 is significantly louder than that. So we're in my garage, which is, well, probably about 10 feet length, you know, as a crow flies, straight from the generator, but we are around a concrete wall, so it's still that loud. So let me flip the camera around, and we're gonna see what we should flip on first, and I might flip on a little bit more than I would with the 3500 at the first round of this, if you want to call it, and then we'll go from there. So let me flip the camera around, and we're going to see what we can flip. So let me flip the main back on. All right, the main's back on. Let's do, obviously, the fridge is hot. I'm not even going to bother with the air handler yet. So let's do the master bedroom. Oh, just from that I heard the generator go. Let's do the lanai. Now, ooh, maybe let's do all the lights I know. Let's do the bedroom. Let's do the entry and the foyer. Not the pool or the pool heater. I know that's gonna be a lot. Let's do the dishwasher and the disposal. Let's flip that on. I know I mean, that's not a big deal. These aren't on right now, so let's do the garage and the kitchen light. I heard it kick on now. I hear it keep kicking on. I'm sure it's because the garage refrigerators, the compressors are kicking on. Let's do the dining and the den. The pool bath. Let's kick on that. The lanai. This is where our outdoor or outside lanai kitchen. Not much electric is kicking on with that, so we'll kick that on. The master bath. Let's kick that on. The bedroom. Let's kick that on. The family and the lanai. Let's just kick that on then. Man, the laundry and the dish, the GFI, the washer. Man, this thing could. I mean, I'm not even hearing this thing. Let's just keep that on. Oh, is that on already? Yeah, that's already on already. Let's flip that back on. All right. So, I don't even know what this is. I don't even know what that says. Panel, GFI, GDO. I don't know. It's 20 amps. Let's kick it on. The pool light will, well, for some reason that's kicked. Let's see what else. All right, so this is probably going to be a big one. The kitchen GFI and the refrigerator. It's total amp 40 amps. All right, that's on now. Let's do those. Oh my God, this thing's pretty much powering everything except for the stuff that I figured it won't power. That's the water heater. Obviously, the AC is 80 amps right here. So we've got another 80 amps for the range. Air handler. This is 120 amps right here. We ain't even gonna bother with that because I know that's gonna be way too much. So let's see what else we got here. Not the pool heater. The pool heater is another 120 amps. Let's see. Now we have most of everything. Well, let's go inside and we'll flip on some lights and we'll see how that. Here the generator kind of fluctuates the RPM. Here's the pool heater, but this should be just the pool pump. So this is gonna be interesting to see if it's gonna be able to do that. So let's. All right, let's go out to the pool pump and see if it's on. Aha! So we didn't notice the difference. It's not on. All right, so this is not what came with the house. This is actually a variable speed. They're supposed to be super efficient. So let's reach down here. Obviously you can see this is how many RPMs the motor is turning. 0, you can see 0. So let's quick clean. The quick clean feature is going to be pretty much full power for a certain amount of time. It's really designed to just clean the pool, max flow, to filter out all the water. So let's click that on where we know that it'd probably be max power. Let's test that out. So let's see. You can actually see it's powered up. So here we go. It's booting up. Oh my God, I didn't even hear the generator. This is pretty much max power. I didn't even hear the generator suffer a little bit. Wow. That's good to know for hurricanes. I can flip this on and keep the pool clean. Obviously the pool heater's not on. This would definitely probably, you can see the gauge not on, so, but that's pretty interesting. I didn't think that was gonna work. So let's go back and, I don't know, see what else we can flip on. Alrighty, what is next? Man, we pretty much got everything. This is definitely, I'm not even gonna, well, this is, the oven's off, so, I mean, unless we flip that on. Now, the AC and air handler, I mean, look at this. This is 120 amps up here. Another 80 down here. So, I mean, right there, that's 200 amps right there. So, let's see here. Or at least, not how much they're drawing. This is just the fuses right here. So let's see what else we got. Pool heater, I'm not gonna buy. I mean, I think the thing I want to try is the water heater. Let's flip this on. Now the water heater is already to temperature. It's been on all day. I just flipped it off a little while ago, as you saw. So I don't think it's gonna really do too much besides maintain, but let's see what it does. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. That was a big one. Come on, baby. Oh, oh boy, this baby, it's chugging. It's hurting. Come on, baby. You can do it. Oh, I've never heard it do this before. It's struggling. Honda power, baby. Where's all my Honda Civics at? Honda power. I can't believe it's still going. This is definitely not efficient at all. I'm sure we're burning through some fuel right now. So this is probably not what you want to do during a hurricane. I don't think you can tell by the camera, but this whole thing is shaking. It's shaking back and forth. I can see it on camera. I think the camera's adjusting, but this thing's shaking back and forth pretty bad. Well, let me let this thing keep running, and I'll get back to you and let you know how it goes. All right, so it's interesting. So we flipped on the water heater, and the generator, obviously you can see, was really having a tough time. 60 amps total. And this water heater is already up to temperature. I just literally turned it off when you guys saw me do it. So yeah. With everything going on, with all the lights turned on, flipping on the water heater, kind of shut everything. But what happened was pretty interesting. So all these breakers right here, not these, but the master, all these 15 amp ones, all kicked off, but kept the water heater on. So that was pretty interesting. So it kind of turned off all these to save itself for this. That's pretty interesting to me, weird. And then once I kicked the main breaker off, that's when the generator returned to normal operation. So it kicked these off. You hear the RPM drop down, but kept the water heater on. So that was pretty interesting. So obviously the pool was still going, including the water heater. I mean, that's a lot for a 7,000 watt generator. Usually if you want to power everything here, I mean, you're going to need 15,000 watts north of that. So pretty much twice of what I had. So just to power everything. So I think that was pretty good for the generator. Obviously when you're sizing your generator for your needs, you do not want to run it at max. So if you need 10,000 watts, you don't want a 10,000 watt generator. Can it do it? Well, probably. Of course it probably can, since it's rated for that. But is it good? No. For efficiency wise, you want to be at like half of what your generator is rated for. That's when the generator is usually most efficient. If you watch the gallons per hour kind of stats on these generators, it usually, or the running times usually says like 11 hours at half load. So that's for 1 tank of gas of the generator. It'll last 11 hours at half load. Obviously, if you're at full load, it's going to last a lot less than that. If you're less than that, you're probably going to last just the same. Usually that's at half load is usually the sweet spot for most of the generators. So as you can see, I have everything turned back on. The generator is put back away. Yeah, we're going to have to put the clocks all back to the correct time. But it was pretty interesting. That's good to know for some hurricanes. So hope this kind of gives you some sense of if you're looking for a generator for your house. I hope this helps a little bit. So obviously, feel free to comment below with anything you guys got or any tips or anything. I love learning, hearing from people's experience. So feel free to comment below. But more importantly, hit that subscribe button. Appreciate you guys, and we'll see you on the trail.